Yo. Once again, we back on the show, but let me hop right into it. Merch. Come on now. Y'all gotta support the brand. Nobody is gonna have this. Like, for y'all exclusive niggas, this is some exclusive shit for y'all. Come on, you got the ePIFFany script. I should have wore, like, I was about to wear my my exclusive, but I didn't know what was gonna be the outcome of the game, so I said I'll leave it at home. But this is still nasty to me.
For sure, definitely. All you guys out there that support us.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. And if you bought a hoodie, thank you for that too. But we still got people who don't got one. What's up, Ebony? I see you doing big things out here. Congratulations. But you also need a hoodie. It's getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas coming up. You can buy hoodies for your family members. Hey, just some ideas. Well, thank you, Miss Granberry, for tuning in. Thank you, Erica, for tuning in. So we got the hoodies, man. Come on.
It's a shave. Thanks for joining us.
And we late. You can say we fashionably late today.
This is a victory cigar for the Browns. This is
It's a full body.
Of course. It's a non-Gurkha, but very, very good. Hoodies are dope, man. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that don't know, on Tuesday it's going to be a low of 14. So if this is your first time in Cleveland,
a low of 14.
A low of 14. You know what I'm saying? So
like, if you don't want to turn the heat up in your house, like, get you a hoodie that you can wear around the house to stay warm.
and that's all I'm saying. Once again, thanks for joining us on this Victory Sunday. You know, every week we get to hang out with y'all as a Victory Sunday in our book. I know it sounds corny, but I mean it. Yeah, but man, a little bit extra special when the Browns actually do their job. Yeah, Ebony J, man, she it appears she's going to be wrapping up the Conversations with Ebony J page in December. So if y'all haven't followed that page, definitely go do that. You know, we haven't even talked about content.
Did you say wrap it up or ramp?
Ramp it up.
She's ramping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely go follow her page. Her page is her page be going for somebody who never had a show.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody who never had a show, but always put quality content on there. Still, no show, gotta follow him.
Now that she got all of her letters for her social workers and I's and W's and I don't know, you know what I'm saying. But now that she got all that stuff and she's doing speaking engagements and all this stuff, so to find out more about her, definitely go like her page, maybe find out one of her speaking engagements, and definitely go hang out. I wish we could have had her on when we was doing the mental health or the child trauma series or whatever, but schedules didn't match up. But she's still the first lady of ePIFFany Media, so I'm sure we can definitely put that together. For sure. But man, I can't thank y'all enough for joining us. It's been a minute. She's ramping it up, yeah, most definitely.
Sorry about this
trauma series or whatever.
Sorry about that, yo. But yeah,
wrap it up.
What did you just say? Oh yeah. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. 2 weeks to be exact. Sometimes we got to take a break after you have shows about trauma.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, we want to just lay out our plan. So today, you know, we had plans on talking about You know what? It's a hot term. This wouldn't be what I would call it, but toxic masculinity is what it's like a hot term or whatever. So that was the point to talk about. And not that it'd be a bad thing, and it's a real topic and stuff, but we could still talk about it if y'all want to. But the Browns did win today.
Oh, we could talk about that.
It ain't a positive thing though.
I mean, yeah, it's not a positive thing, but it's a different opinion coming from men, like because not all masculinity is bad, but
sure.
But when the viewpoint is coming from a woman, sometimes it's skewed because the things that a woman wants to be good aren't sometimes not necessarily good for the man, but it's good for the woman.
That's true.
As far as like let's say for example, you're in a relationship and no, actually, you see it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, I want a real man. And the definition of a real man to a woman is all things that benefit her. Nothing that
not for all. I don't want to generalize this.
Okay. I don't want to say women. I want to say some women. I got to be specific about that, but it's just some things that benefit the woman and don't benefit the man when it comes to being a real man and being in a relationship, a real husband or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. Like men got different opinions. Like, do I think some men are misogynistic? Of course.
So I think the biggest thing that we can add to this, and y'all definitely let us know what y'all think and how y'all feel, and as you know, we'll read the comments and all this stuff, just in case y'all forgot how our format works. So I think the biggest thing that we can do is when we talk about saying relationships or like the trauma series or something like that, like we talking about it from a point of view that's not super represented in the world, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So whether it's like black males or young black males or whatever, so that point of view is just rare, and I think hopefully that means that y'all want to listen to our opinion and point of view about it. So I think that's the biggest thing that we can offer is just a different way, because you get a lot of like the word feminist get thrown around a lot, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes you just don't want to be a dick to women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That don't mean you're a feminist or mean you're against women if you say something negative about them and blah, blah, blah. Like, so it's just these buzzwords always get thrown out there, and then it just make it tough to have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially when you got the Bill Cosby's out here. Man. Like, and then you got the Cuba Gooding Jr. See, I ain't been convicted, but it's not looking good for my man. I did see the video. The initial charge that he got arrested for. So I mean, when you have stories like that, it's just not looking tough. Good. Yeah. Like, it's hard to defend when you got like real rapists out here.
That's true. The Me Too movement, all of that, like it just makes it tough. Erica put up question marks, and Ebony J said, "What you mean? What do y'all mean? What do we mean?" I'm not sure. Y'all a couple a minute or so behind us.
Toxic masculinity. It's everywhere.
I mean, so
or they could have been. I don't know.
That's what I said. Y'all a couple minutes.
Like sometimes when you say what you mean, when he instant, what do you mean about, et cetera, what you just said, what we just said, one of us, because I have no idea. So
let me give y'all the definition just in case if that's what they were talking about. All right. So by definition, toxic masculinity is the adherence to traditional male gender roles that restrict the kinds of emotions allowed or allowable for boys and men to express, including social expectations that men seek to dominate the alpha male and limit their emotional range primarily to expressions of anger. So guys are angry, and that has an effect on women. I don't know if I ever heard that definition displayed like that. And I don't know if I agree with it for sure. Ebony said when he said women waiting around for a good man to benefit the man. Oh, don't benefit the man.
Oh, she need more explanation on that. It was something
I think she said she ought to agree that women waiting around for a good man.
I never said that.
I'm just saying.
I never said that. What is she talking about?
She said when he said women waiting, I'm assuming for a good man.
I never said that.
The man.
I never said that. That didn't come on my lips. What I said was.
Well, everybody said it, so you had to say it. You had to say, I'm curious how the man doesn't benefit.
No, that's what I didn't say what Ebony said. I said the things that qualify as a man being good in relationship or stuff like that benefits the woman or don't benefit the man. The list, it was a list that I seen online, and it just don't benefit. Like some of the stuff don't benefit the man. It just,
for example, give examples then.
So, for example,
Erica said we need to rewind.
like, of course, you're gonna have to rewind for this. This is a battle I would never win ever. It's gonna be a slow downhill from the moment I say what I'm about to say.
No, it's all good. We all adults having conversations. Yeah. We'll be good.
So, for example, say if you're in a relationship and this is a big one. Time. Okay, time in a relationship. Time is always a big thing in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So, I'm not saying all women. I'm saying some. Some women need you to spend a great amount of time with them. Now, let's say if you're a woman and you don't work at all, you're basically at home. You're a
homemaker of sorts.
Yeah, we don't even want to say that word because that word is outdated in this in 2019. We don't even want to say that, but you're just at home. So you're at home. He's making all the money, paying all the bills, and you said that he's not spending enough time for you, but he has to go to work in order to support you. So in that situation, what you're saying is that the time that he has to spend with you, that's only benefiting you, but it's not his choice to want to have to go out to work because he has to. You're not working, you're at home. Now how does a situation like that benefit the man too when she wants time but he can't give her the time? This is just hypothetical situations.
I think I see where you headed to, but I don't know. I'm missing the correlation of that and toxic masculinity.
No. I'm not talking about toxic masculinity right now. I'm just talking about it. I'm just saying if you want to be equal in things,
go to work.
Huh?
What are you saying?
No. I'm just saying be equal in like relationships and stuff like that. We didn't dive into toxic masculinity.
I'm just trying to. We all just trying to figure out what you're talking about. Where you headed to?
No, I'm just saying. What I was headed to is in relationships. You never hear about a man saying, what's a real woman to them, but you hear women saying, in order for a man to be a real man, he has to do things, but all those things benefit the woman. Like it doesn't benefit the man at all.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
all right,
it doesn't benefit the man for him to do X, Y, and Z. It just benefits the woman. So in a relationship, y'all supposed to work together, but in order for me to be a real man, it only benefits the woman.
So let me ask you this. So when a man say he wants a real woman or whatever, right?
Right.
So are you saying, I'm asking, so are you saying that on his list it'd be stuff that would be mutually beneficial or benefit them as a couple, and it's not for everybody, whereas when women say what's a good man, it's stuff that typically benefits her? when she her definition or what you see online as far as people's definition.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me see. So Ebony J said, she said, let me put it like this. A good woman
let's get into it.
She said, a good woman understands that time will be limited if he is the breadwinner. Speaking for me, it's about quality, not quantity. I like that because, I don't need a lot of it. But Angel said, I can't think of anything that doesn't benefit the men. I'm gonna let y'all have it out. I'm just reading the comments.
All right.
Angel said she can't think of anything that doesn't benefit the men.
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
And Ebony J said, "What's on the list? What's on the list?"
As far as Ebony said, yeah. I mean, if the woman is understanding, then yeah, that's perfect. But it doesn't always go that way.
See, I think the biggest thing is that. So you got.
We speaking hypothetically. I'm not talking about myself at all. Just to be clear.
Angel said, "Happy spouse, happy house," and Erica said, "Yeah, because it's a man's world." Ooh.
Well,
hey, you know what? Hey, I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. I missed this conference. I missed this stuff, man. I like this.
So yeah, because it's a man's world.
I like this. Erica, elaborate on that because I'm interested at a woman's point of view. Because as a man, I clearly see the hierarchy in society. Right?
Now, Erica, I mean, you strike me as a Christian woman. So in the Bible, it says to follow your husband's lead. From what my understanding. So, I mean, with those values instilled in America, like what they say, America was based off Christianity and shit, slave, the Bible, whatever.
Much.
So, I mean, what's that, 1776, roughly?
What, the Constitution?
Yeah, we're just going to say 1776, so that's 300, almost 300 years. 200 something, 250, I can't... Not a good counter like that. 200, yeah, that's 225 years roughly. But so now in 2019,
there you go. I'm not helping you. You gotta.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying my views. I'm just starting some conversation.
So
because my views, if I say my views are women should be equal. Women should be paid what they deserve. But it's like certain things that like a man is made for. Like certain things. Like I'm gonna be hated after the show. The feminist is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But it's like certain things like it's just certain things that it's not going. You can't be equal in everything. So
yeah, man, go ahead and take you a drink. Go ahead. And take
I don't got no drink. Like I need to go get some more.
Go ahead and here, man. Go ahead and go ahead and dabble, man. All right.
But yeah, we just getting the conversation started.
Hold on. Ebony J said the Bible says follow him when he's following God, not himself. Whoa. You brought the Bible into it. Hold on, let me scroll back up.
Do this stout still say it still tastes fresh?
It's cool. It ain't right out the tap. It's cool though.
I'll have a little bit just in case.
Ebony said put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, I got to.
Erica said you going there. My mother said no, I do not. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know. Ebony said, but real women make it go around. What song is that? Real women make the world go round.
See, like no, but as a man, you need a woman. Like that's like your rib. That's your other half. Man, that's your other half.
So let me see.
I mean, you just like they kind of a woman compliments you so well. But let me ask y'all something, woman, something.
Okay.
the times have changed, and there's more women that are leading the are more what do I want to say?
Financially,
they're ahead of the household as far as finances go. They're making more money. So if you're making more money than your man, do you technically run the household?
That's a good question. All right.
And if you are making more money than your man, like, does it feel like, how do you feel about having more money? Because you got the control of the decisions. I'm gonna tell you how I felt at one point in time. It wasn't good, so I had to change my situation.
That's
and now I feel better.
You had to make more money. So if your man or whatever is following God, right? But you making more money, do you feel like you run the household? As women, do you feel like you run the household? Do you feel like that you are technically the leader because you're the breadwinner? You know what I'm saying? Even if he is the man. Ebony J said, no, you don't run the house just because you make more money.
So he could still basically run the house and call the shots.
See, yes, that's technically what she said. Let me read Angel's thing real quick. She said, not every man can handle a woman making more. It probably depends on how her views and commitment to the team. Is he lazy? Is he giving effort doing his part? Well, if he all that stuff, then you shouldn't be with him anyway. So the conversation would be voided, I guess. Ebony J said, most times women not the one with the issue. It's the dude's pride, and that's completely true. Your mom said the man should be the head. Was OD.
I'm just gonna say household. It's probably, I don't know if it could have been HO, but I wouldn't even say HO.
I don't know. Chanel said it shouldn't biblically. Yeah, like I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I don't think it should matter. Erica said some men are actually intimidated by women who make more money, who are more successful, and that's true. And I never really understood that. I was always the type that, like, my mentality. So whatever relationship I was ever in, especially when you as an adult, I'm like, all right, so you get like, I got a job making X amount of money, right? And so I want to encourage you as my partner or whatever to go get a job making, $2 more than what I make. And then I'm like, damn, she pulling in more money than me. I got to go find a job that's making $2 more than her. And then before we know it, we're going to look up and we both going to be making X amount of money, you know what I'm saying, constantly. Like, you just kind of give you a goal to keep going. So, like, if I got to go back to school and do a class for 3 months so I can make at $5 extra an hour or whatever, and then I want her to look like, damn, he making more money than me now. I gotta go do a class. Like, then the next thing you know, we're gonna have all the shit we're gonna have all the houses or the cars we need or the family, taken care of as we need. Like, that's always how I've been about it. Like, I've never been one of the people that was like just gonna sit back like, I'm jealous that my girl making more money than me. I'm like, I gotta figure out how to make some more money, like, nigga, like, cause I ain't about to, and I think that is kind of a pride thing, but I don't use it as a negative. It is like a pride thing. I can admit that I'm like, nigga, she ain't about to make more money than me. You know what I'm saying?
Like, pride.
I'm a dude. Like, I'm the dude. I'm supposed to be the breadwinner or leading the house, but I don't. In the same time of bigging myself up, I'm not going to belittle my spouse, like, because I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Right, but pride is like. If you
just depending on how you use it, man.
Talking to some, having a conversation and be like, oh, what you do? Oh, I work at McDonald's, and my wife is the president of the United States. Like you feel like shit. Like, I don't know why. Yeah. Like why do you feel like that? Like, there's no explanation.
Yeah, why. I mean, sometimes you're like.
Is it like in our nature just to be the alpha?
I think so. Like, I think so. I think it's something that I don't know. Like, I don't know how we control it. Or maybe, and look, so let me read your mom comment real fast before I say that. Your mom said the man should be the head of household regardless of financial situation. I agree with that. Erica said the male ego. Yes, and as long as you're not using it for bad, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing just because it exists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can use it for bad, but if you using it to big up yourself and also not to belittle your partner, then I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, like at all. I don't think it is. Or it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be just automatically because a guy feel like he should be making more money than the girl that should be a negative. She should be looking like, you ain't gonna never catch me because I'm about to go to school and I'm about to be making $5 more. Like, now you really got to catch, or whatever. Like, and then it's like a friendly competition where, like I said, you wake up the next time, you know, by the time you wake up, you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We got a house and a vacation and 2 cars and the kids taken care of or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But that's in a perfect world.
That's true.
Like, your girl got to go to work with nigga that's going to be in her ear all day.
That's true. Yeah, your nigga ain't shit. Your nigga ain't
gonna find out that you at the house all day. He's gonna try to chop you down. I mean, in a perfect world, you know, you go bar for bar. You know, it's friendly competition. Who gonna bring home the bread so y'all can both get better. But in the real world, it don't work like that.
See, that's all right. So I agree with that. I agree with that. And as women, let us know if we've been insensitive or assholes or whatever. But when you have, because women are amazing, right? Like to look at or whatever. So of course, it's constantly, yeah, they are, yeah. So it's constantly gonna be guys trying to talk to them. Like, I don't care if they walking down the street. I don't care if they're on the RTA bus.
And sweats hit, hair messed up.
Don't matter. None of that matters. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to work and you're working with somebody and the person like, okay, oh, you got a dude? Cool. Like, you know, so what do you do? Oh, this nigga don't do nothing, huh? Or you do work at McDonald's. That nigga ain't doing nothing for you.
That's how I'd be like, why is you with him?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So constantly, so clearly it's up to women to be strong enough to block that out or to be strong enough or secure in their relationship to where that don't affect them. But it doesn't always work like that.
Yeah, don't like I seen Farrakhan say in the interview, no woman don't want to be with a man that she got to pay for. That, I mean, you're not her man, you her child in that situation. Yeah. He can't pay for nothing. He can't do nothing. He don't do nothing for you. Like, why are you with him? Like, you supposed to be with somebody to better you, better your life, your situation, your views on things, better your spiritual self.
Yeah.
But this man don't do nothing for you. He can't support you in any type of way. Why are you with him?
And that's what I'm saying.
It's all the women that I see commenting on here. All they niggas got jobs. not one of them sitting at home not doing nothing.
So you gotta. So right. So I'm sure it had to be some sense of balance. Like you can't be doing nothing. But that don't mean that ain't people, and this could be just a societal thing as far as like society mandates or what you see on social media and how it just bleeds into the culture that like if your dude ain't doing this or if it's just whatever, like it just mentally, and we all guilty of it to a certain extent, like mentally it gets in your mind, like all the chirping, and you start comparing yourself to other people and all this stuff, and then you just think like, man, like what am I like? Maybe my nigga ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I could be doing better. Or maybe I should talk to my coworker because XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga don't do nothing. Or he work at McDonald's. My coworker, this nigga, he making $20. He in the field. Yeah, he a manager at
McDonald's. He's making money out here.
That's what I said. So just like the constantly chirping, it's I don't know. Like, does it affect y'all the way men, and sometimes it could just be insecurity, the way that men believe it affects y'all. And while y'all answering that, I'm gonna read these comments. So Ebony J said, I will probably always make more money than my husband because of my line of work and the hustle that comes with it. Right now, he's comfortable where he works. He makes a decent amount. I never throw it in his face. I work long days, starting businesses, making products, and have residual income. But none of this, to me, determines who leaves the house. And don't forget about ePIFFany Media stuff, Ebony. Chanel said, Fuck what people say. Love how and who you love for them. If you accepted them, don't get mad because now you feeling different or make a decision. That's true. I mean, it sounds good on paper, Blake, but it just don't always work out that way. Like, because it like you said, in the perfect world, you will block out. Once you get in the perfect world, there would be no such thing as cheating or no such thing as divorce or whatever, because you will be in a bubble and you'll know this is the person I love through thick or thin. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll figure it out, blah, blah, blah. But I don't mean that all day. Like, the dude at your job all day, chirping in your ear all day. The dude on the bus, that you ride a bus with him every day, and the whole time, like, damn, like, why you going through this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you nigga see you crying or something like, you don't got to be putting up this shit for this nigga. You don't even do nothing, like, a whole thing. And, like, it wears on you, like, just like anything in life. It just wears on you to the point where it sounds good. That should be how it is, but I personally don't think that's how it is. I just don't. Ebony said, my man can work anywhere as long as he's giving it his best. If he brings home $100, $100 to pay, the house needs $75. Whatever. I know you better than that. I know you better than that.
Hey, this is all talk, but when it get around Christmas time and niggas say, I don't got it, you can't get the kids nothing, and then you out here busting your ass working, man, like. Funny.
Angel said, I responding to Ebony J says, I agree with you. It's about being part of a team. Ebony said, he definitely got to work. Or if he is unable, he better have some kind of income. ePIFFany really is included that, it better be. Chanel said, then it ain't real. Hey, sometimes this shit don't be real. And sometimes it just don't be real, man. People change and grow is what Angel said, which is definitely true, right? People do change, situations change. Yeah, like, in part of that growth, I think, and just because the guy chirping at you, don't mean it's necessarily a bad thing, because maybe he bring a different perspective that you didn't have, and now he opened your eyes to something, and now you're like, well, maybe you're right about that or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't let nobody else make the decision for it. Not, I don't want to say make the decision, but you should make the decision for yourself. You should take all the stuff that you know and make the decision for yourself, opposed to letting the outside forces, like letting what other people say, letting what people post on social media about how good their relationship is and all this other fake shit that don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the social media stuff be super fake, man. Super fake. So, but people put so much stock into it. I don't care if they're celebrities or whatever. Like, because the Kardashians take happy pictures and videos and shit all day, and Tristan still cheated on the one, whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it's just, man. So, like, block. But that's a perfect world. Like, I don't care what. Like, it can be family weighing on you. It could be, like I said, somebody at your job weighing on you. It's just something, like, over time, like, I don't care what it is, it erodes you. Like look how, like, look at a river. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rivers wasn't as big as they was. It's kind of left field, but follow me. Rivers wasn't as big or wide as they was, right? Everything got a stream or path. But over time, that water wears down them rocks. You know what I'm saying? It gets wider because it wears it down. Like, I don't care what you is, it wears on you. Everything wears on you somehow, some way. It's just depending on your makeup. It just depends on how long it takes to wear you down, or, you know, how much force or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But everything wears on you some way, some form.
See, Erica said she did marriage counseling before she got married, and this is the topic that came up. Of course, yes, it came up because, like, everything could be going fine, but what about when you can't? Because they say money is the number one cause of divorce. So if your husband or your wife, I think this could be a toxic masculinity comment, but I think more so if a man loses his job and is not able to provide, and woman has to work like all day, like double shifts every day. Like, I don't know. Like, I think like a man can do it, work every day.
While his wife Who was without a job or whatever?
Yeah. As opposed to the dude sitting at home playing video games all day. Talking about he putting in apps. Like,
is that, I can't answer it. Do y'all think that's true?
No, you like, just get your opinion. If your girl lost her job, you had to get another job. Would you be able to handle it? No problem. Like, not even like, all right, that's cool. We're gonna, I'm gonna get it. We're gonna move on.
All right. So yes and no. Like I've experienced. I'm familiar with both, right? And so this is where ultimately it comes down to choosing a fucking good partner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, choose somebody that all right, they lose their job, then they about to be putting in hella apps to find another job or whatever. That that find somebody that you trust. That if something like that did happen, that you would be that when so when you come home from work, your partner, like, they might be playing a video game now, but all morning and all afternoon they've been putting in apps, and,
right.
you trust and you believe that that's what they've been doing, opposed to not. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga just been sitting there. Like, so I think it comes down to just having a good partner in the first place. And if you can't trust that they're gonna do the right thing when shit gets tough, then you need to find a new partner.
Exactly.
Just me,
See, it's like,
I'm just a guy. I'm just a man, though. I'm just a guy, man. Erica said, if we're both bringing it to the table, it's ours because it's our household, no matter how much is being brought from the person or that person. I got something to add to that. I just want to see. Yeah. I want to finish reading this, but I'm interested. I love this outlook. Team us. It's always the way to go, man. What's the point? Like, if it's not team us, then like, what? If it's gonna be team me, then just be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew said, I could, but he has to be on it. He has a good partner. Ebony J said, that's the difference. Like I said, you have to be bringing your best.
Mm-hmm.
Erica said, what if your spouse gets sick? Things happen. That's why marriage isn't 50-50. That isn't realistic. And Ebony said, and while he's playing video games, it's cooked, the house is clean, right, and the kids cool.
Right, like back to
I'm cool with that.
That's what Erica said. She said, that's why marriage isn't 50-50. It's never 50-50 because sometimes you may have to hold something down, or she might have to hold something down. So that's, you know what, Erica, you just solved this crisis, toxic masculinity crisis. Like, women want to be equal, but there's you can't be equal. Like, because some things are going to be equal, some things are going to be 60-40, some things are going to be 80-20. Nothing is going to be equal. Like, it's just impossible. Except when you talk about human rights. That's the only thing that should be equal. You know what I'm saying? Should.
Oh, I'm about to say. Should. We could get into that conversation because shit don't be equal. But at all.
To stay on topic before we get super sidetracked.
Because that's what we talk about over here.
So, yeah, I mean, like, a relationship cannot be 50-50. Like, it's impossible. Like, impossible to be 50-50. And then, like, you really got to check your ego at the door. But shit,
the whole point,
like,
man.
everything, because it's gonna be a lot of shit that you don't want to do. I'm talking a lot of shit that you don't want to do, that you're not used to doing, but just to make that person feel comfortable and be happy or whatever. So
did we solve toxic masculinity?
No.
did we solve it by saying if you're not willing? I say we didn't either, but so as far as in a relationship though, if you're not willing to be able to sacrifice, I guess, if you're not willing to
be by yourself.
Right. Right. If you're not willing to sacrifice, then you should just be by yourself. All right. So I can understand that in a relationship wise. Actually, Erica said something that I wanted to touch on. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on, I'm scrolling, y'all. So she said, what if your spouse gets sick and things happen? So I guess that's one of the, the sickness and the health, things that you say, when you're getting married or whatever. Like, but that's tough though, right?
Yeah, the stuff that they talk about in the marriage vows is like, a sickness through health and whatever the other stuff I said that I forgot. But yeah, I mean, it's a commitment of all commitments.
It is. Like this, like marriage is a business. It's a business partnership, right? Like these two companies are agreeing to merge into one company. But you know how fragile that shit is? Like marriage is so fragile, man. Because at any point, for any reason, like it's unlike businesses in that if you got a contract, which is what a marriage license is supposed to be, if you got a contract, you lock into that contract until you fulfill whatever it is that you got to fulfill, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, not marriage. Like at any time, somebody could be like, "I'm out." Like I didn't sign up to deal with you fighting cancer. Like so, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Like which is completely wrong.
It is, but at any time, like somebody can just check out.
But you don't even know this. You don't even know what they thinking. And you just be over here looking crazy.
Cause then even if people don't check out like that, you have a situation where people just be miserable. Like you know what I'm saying? People be sitting there like I didn't know you got a brand new hoodie on. You got a brand new ePIFFany Media hoodie, so I didn't know if you was messing around.
Pass the blunt.
Hey,
niggas.
I just didn't know.
Don't pass the blunt.
So yeah, so I just don't like marriage is so tough. And Erica did say something else that I agree with too. So Ebony J said, I ain't looking for equal. Ebony said, I want my man to take out the trash, keep the yard up, be the person or to be the person that finds someone. I don't know what that means. I don't know what y'all into over at your house. Be the person to find somebody
in your house.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, get the snow off my.
Terrell keep weapons in the house.
Who the hell is Terrell?
Oh, that's her husband.
Ebony's husband?
Oh, I thought Erica said that.
Oh no, she was responding to that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Get the snow off my car and help support the family in every way. I agree. Erica said, compromise and sacrifice. She said, and I agree with this. She said, toxic masculinity is too broad for me. It's a new term being used, and I agree with that. So I think in a relationship is simple, and this goes for toxic masculinity or femininity. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't really go hard on. You can't. Is that a thing? Feminism
today it is
as like a cope group against. Like,
no, it ain't. But today it is because we starting it right now. Like, but women can be man, nigga. What?
Hey, everything.
Women can be toxic.
Hey, everything about a man, but look like a man.
I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch it.
Hey, there you go.
She said, Ebony said, find someone to keep the yard up. I get you. Keep the yard up or find somebody to keep the yard up. I got you. I agree with that. So I think so the toxic part in a relationship, in a marriage, I think it comes down to being able to sacrifice for your partner on either side. So whatever that means, right? Mm-hmm. So that means finding a better job to better support the family, or finding a job period to support the family, or supporting the family in ways that don't include work, like keeping the yard up, pumping the gas, as Angel said, taking out the trash, all that stuff. If that's what your team is down for, like, then cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think you gotta be willing to sacrifice. And as a woman, you gotta be willing, like, well, fuck it. He ain't doing this, so I'll take the overtime to get the extra money for the house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're willing to sacrifice, I think you'll be cool as far as the toxic situation in a relationship. That's a simple fix to me. Like, if you're not willing and ready to sacrifice and compromise and concede victories in arguments or whatever, just stay fucking single. It's simple.
Yeah. So we don't waste people's time. Now, that was a little conversation. I don't know what that was about. Relationships.
Yeah.
Roles and relationships. That's that's the title for that little segment. But our main little objective was to dive deep into the Bill Cosby's and then Cuba Goodings and what's the one white nigga the gold
Weinstein,
who got off. Like the nigga got off.
Let me just say this. So we were talking about different point of views and stuff that you, I guess, rarely hear guys talk about whatever, or maybe they do. I don't know. I don't really be watching other people's shows, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't watch none of that shit unless I'm trying to unless it's somebody I like. There's certain people I like. I won't say their names until I meet them, and then I really fuck with your shit, like such and such. Come join the team.
Let me see. Erica said I was spoiled by my dad. Did all of that. He would walk you to your car at night. So when I met my husband, I expected those same things, which is nothing wrong with that at all.
Right.
But to get to this next side of toxic masculinity, like dudes are fucking creeps, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes,
I was laughing at that, but yeah, dudes
are fucking creeps.
Like dudes are creeps. Like it's hard to watch a nigga talk to try to talk to a girl and she clearly is not interested in. Like you just be sitting there watching this shit go down and you just feel bad for her. Like, and she looking at you for help. That'd be the crazy part. Like she looking at you like, do you see this nigga?
Man.
Do you see how this nigga look? Do you see how this nigga talking to me? So like, yes, I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, like what you want me to do?
Like I don't know how women. Like clearly, women's strong and all that stuff. Like clearly, that's something that we all know. But like, dudes are fucking creeps, man. Like I like as a guy. This is something we talk about as far as like white privilege and stuff, and how white people don't recognize that they got privilege because they're white. Like they just doing their normal stuff. Like they just being themselves, right? So as a guy, you don't realize how much guys are creeps until you like in a situation where like you're watching it happen or whatever. Like I've been working at a bar the past couple months or something like that, and niggas are creeps. Like guys are creeps, man. Like nigga, they I don't know how women do it. Like without like stabbing people or like carrying a pocket knife at all times, and every time somebody touch y'all or grab your arm or something, how y'all not stabbing these niggas? Like dudes are fucking creeps, man. Like really.
Like I don't know what's going on now in the club, but like in my era going to the club, like nigga, this how the club is set up. Music is playing, people drunk as hell even before they get there, high on whatever. You walk in the club and you don't even say nothing to nobody. You just grab something and they start twerking on you. You don't even.
You guilty, nigga.
That's just. But it was if it's a mutual.
Yeah, mutual is always different. But
then you see stuff in the club where, the girl is clearly like fucked up, and the nigga got his hand like all in her pants and shit. Like, the fuck is going on? Like, it's rape. Like, she literally getting raped on the dance floor. Like,
see, like, but as a bystander, until it become mutual, because like women typically don't approach guys or whatever for the most part.
Yeah.
So when a guy walk over, and even if he just trying to get her attention, he grab her by her elbow or some shit, like, nigga, that's weird. Like, that's like, stop fucking touching people. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk up or get in front of her or something, like, to have a conversation, see if she want to dance or whatever. But like the lead up to it is weird. Like, stop touching people. And I know that I've been guilty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, I've been guilty.
Yeah. But then you graduate from the club phase because you can't really. It's hard to really talk to a young lady in the club. It's loud as hell in there. But once you graduate to the bar scene, then it really exposes the creeps.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man.
Because niggas don't know how to act without trying to touch a girl, you know?
That's weird, man. Let me see.
But in the same, before we dive a little bit deeper, but what about this? Like, I've been I think this happened. It was three times where I've been. Well, actually, I'll tell you the exact part. What's that shit on West 6? Actually, they both happened on West 6. Used to be like it's the spot where the dog. What's that shit?
Velvet Dog.
Yeah, the Velvet Dog. I was on the rooftop. Walking through the crowd. the guy, you know, he was leading the girl, and, you know, through the crowd with his hand, and then, you know, when she got to me, she stopped. She stopped and grabbed my shit, like full on palm my shit, like. Another time,
that's weird still though. Like,
weird. It's weird. Like,
but guys, it's weird, but it's also weird. Like, so you told your friends that, or told the police that, a nigga look like what? Nigga, you should be celebrating.
Why isn't that harassment? But then another time, it was like, you know, you know, I was talking to my friend or whatever, and it was two girls like just right across, and the one girl stopped talking to her friend, walked up to me and grabbed my shit, and then walked back to her friend. I'm just in shock. Like, what the fuck just happened? So I went over to her and was like, yeah, like, what was that? She was like, yeah, me and my friend was talking. We wanted to see if it was big or not. Like, that's what girls doing out here?
That's weird.
It was weird to the point where I didn't even continue the conversation because I felt
it's weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, touch is weird, man.
Yeah.
They still talking about gas in the comments.
Oh yeah,
can't stand y'all, man.
But yeah, like
Erica said, God used to try to pick me up at the bus stop talking about I've been watching you every day, and I was a teenager.
Oh shit,
that's weird.
I can watch you every day.
Like, dudes are weird. Like, dudes are weird, man. And it just makes me like, it just makes me think of like how many times I've been weird in the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes are disgusting, man. I just sit there in the bar and watch it all day. Like, stop fucking touching her. Like, stop. Why are you touching her? Like, every time you talk to her, you don't have to touch her. Like, I don't understand this.
You don't like. You don't. But look,
and for the record, this ain't like he ain't like guys will be like. Sometimes they do, but just typically, even like just touching a girl's back, Lord, like just any physical contact. Like, why are you touching these people, man? Like, I don't understand it. If you walking by or trying to get by or something, that's the only time.
So when niggas try to get by, like niggas still.
I do it when I'm trying to get by, just to let them know. Like,
you do what?
Well, I put my hand like on they as I slide by or something.
On they where?
On their back or shoulder or something like that.
Low back.
No. They try to get me caught up. Motherfucker. No, high back. Purposefully high
back. That's friend zone. Like,
but just
friendly.
And it's just like, I'm just trying to get through. I don't want you backing up into me. Mm-hmm. You probably got a drink in your hand. Like, I don't want you spilling on me. Like, I'm walking by. Like, I'm here. You're in the conversation. You don't got to stop the conversation.
They turn around like, oh, okay. You know.
Yeah. Nobody ever turn around like, oh, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever turn around like, I can't believe you slid by me. And I like, then I just kick people out. Like, well, you got to fucking go then. You got to go. Like, you don't like the way I. That's weird too. I'm sorry I said it. It made me feel weird.
Am I guilty of grabbing girls' hands in the club at 21? Yes. Yes. Was I successful? Yes. Yes, I was.
Right, but until you become successful, like you got that time from like introduction until she's engaged into the conversation or whatever, or engaged into the dancing where it's fucking creepy.
But it's
weird though. This is weird.
But not all the time you're gonna be successful doing this creep shit. So you're gonna get turned down, and you're gonna be looking more as a creep.
when you walk away and there's nothing happens.
Yeah.
See, like so, and look, and this is where I blame women, because if it didn't work sometimes, then guys wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to work, and I ain't saying that that's right for every woman, but if guys do it, then it works. And that goes with anything. Like when women be like, oh, dudes just slid on my DMs talking about let's meet up or something like that. Like it worked. Like sometimes somewhere along that line, it worked at least once. Otherwise, they wouldn't continue to do it. Like just wouldn't do it.
You know, niggas is creepy. You look at a girl IG. And you look at her, you see her inbox say 20, 50 messages.
It's
like unread.
Yeah.
Niggas is being just creepy.
It's weird. So MJ said, I only talked to one dude out of the club. I know how I used to dress when I went to the club, so I felt like that's all they wanted. And even though I was dressed like that, it wasn't me. I don't think that. I don't agree with that. Like just because you dress a certain, of course. You know, just because you dress a certain way, they don't give niggas the right to do anything that's disgusting, man.
But at the same time, you're dealing with creeps that can't like.
Don't say they can't control themselves. don't say it.
No, I want to say no. I can't control themselves. That just can't like hold back their excitement when they see a little bit of skin. Like
yes, but learn how to.
Like, come on, like I'm a man, you're a man. Like you see something wearing a short skirt, you know, bosoms out.
Bosoms.
See, I'm using my vocabulary. You know, I don't want to get too creepish in my slang. And then you like, damn, you see that? But damn,
for sure, I'll never deny that. But never one time I should run up and grab her arm. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm about to go grab her by the hip. Like, never one time have I ever like. Of course, I'm a guy like she's very nice looking, or she's cold, or whatever. But I ain't never like. I gotta go touch her.
Like just a regular everyday, like you at the grocery store, like nobody grabbing hands at the grocery store.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why is it acceptable to do in the club? Just because it's alcohol,
shit.
Like
it's just some young shit.
No, but this is old people. These
like you would never be able to do shit like that outside of like the club. Never.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why is it acceptable there? Like the median age for the spot where I work at be like probably like 30-ish, 30 between 30 35 or so. Like the median age. I said these ain't 18-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? These ain't 21. Like these people are old enough.
That's the only way they know how to talk to a woman. That's probably why.
But you wouldn't do that in the grocery store, like you said, though. Nah. I just don't get it. The bomb said sexual harassment. I agree. Erica said you felt violated, but men do it all the time to women. Most of us hate it. Don't touch me. Hey, Ebony funny because so not only did she not want you touching her, like Ebony don't like people to look at her. Like, so I do it all the time, like which is just funny because she just don't like people to look at her.
Hey, but look,
so I don't know how you ever talk to anybody ever, like if you don't, because you don't like people looking.
But look, I mean, if a woman want to talk to you, they're gonna give you subtle, like women are subtle, so they're gonna give you subtle cues as, look, I want you to come up and talk to me, not grab my arm, but talk to me. But that's
what I'm saying. Like, it's just not acceptable nowhere else. So. Like why do people think like that's cool? Even what happened to you? Like, why do women think, or why did them women think like?
I don't know.
That's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you wouldn't have did it. Nigga, we was in court. Like, you wouldn't walk up to the bailiff like, oh, I just wanted to see if it was big or not. Like, you wouldn't do it. Like, I just don't. I don't understand it.
Alcohol or something.
But
or drugs that people be on.
So women could be touchy feely too, and then to give guys the wrong impression and all that stuff. I get it. But that don't mean it's cool though.
If you give the guy an impression that you like a super whore, and when I say super whore, I mean, nigga, you didn't save you done saved a lot of niggas at the end of the club. Is what I mean. A super whore, like a dude, probably not gonna even want to talk to you, because he just feel like he gonna catch something. Like you just feel disgusted. Like you gotta have some type of ladiness about you, something.
I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, cause if somebody, like, if a woman want to sleep with you, you're in the club and a woman want to sleep with you, like, she'll choose you. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you will get chose. Like
if she was, I'm not saying
you already know the type of man who get chose in this world.
Like, I only think I was only ever chose twice in my entire life, in my lifetime. Almost 30 years, twice. My entire life. So trust me, I get it. That just mean that they didn't want to fuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you see, I'm quiet, so I had more instances when I got chose. So just because I'm quiet. So
I'm quiet too. I'm just fat, black. I don't know. Look, all I'm saying is dudes be creepy, like because it happened. And women are creepy too at times, but just because it happens way more often for men.
Every time you say that shit,
dudes are just weird. Like, it's creepy, man.
But like if you're gonna be if you want to court a woman, court a lady, like talk to her. You be
Erica, don't mind us.
You talk to her and you be a gentleman. Like you don't like. I know somebody, you know what I'm saying, a friend, and this guy would invite a girl over, and they'd be on one couch, she'd be on the other couch. Like, don't even touch him. Like, like why? Like, you don't need to. Like, whole time you on a date, I'm not touching you. The more you don't touch them and be all up on them, the more they're gonna want to be all up on you. Like, it's fact.
I don't know that to be a fact.
It's a fact.
I don't know that to be a fact. What?
Huh? Oh, so you not hear what I'm saying? The more that you don't try to be a creep,
right,
to be all up on them,
right,
and treat them with respect,
right,
the more that they're gonna want to get close to you,
right. So why are there so many guys that are creeps then? Like, why is there so many people that walk up?
Because you turn on the TV, everything's about sex. You turn on a porno, like,
everything from the guy's point of view,
the stepmother fucking the son and shit, like weird shit that niggas see, and they think that's the only way to communicate with the woman is sexually. Like, that porno shit will fuck you up because you don't know how to communicate with a woman. Like, that's just scientific fact. It's proven. Like your brain will associate with sexual things that you see on these videos to in real life. You want to talk to a woman, and it just don't work out like that. So that's how niggas become creeps.
I think it's wider than that. I think it's just
it is wider than that, but that's a big factor though. A big factor. Like, just think about it. Like, you watching a porno, nigga cheesy talking, and they just start having sex. Like, shit don't work like that. And there's niggas out here that only watch porn, and then in the real world they can't.
Erica
you see it every day. Like,
Erica said, "Really, you think about what?" Erica, elaborate.
Like, please elaborate. Like,
because
we talked about this earlier in the show. If you got a question about something that we just said, pose the question in your response, because we have no idea. But I hope it's about something I said.
Yeah, you catching hell today, boy. I tell you. MJ said, question, is it cool for women to instigate? Is that how you spell instigate?
Yes, because
sex in a relationship.
Yes.
What do you mean? Is it cool? What do you mean?
Like, it's cool. Yes, it's cool. It's hip. Yes,
it's hip.
Yes, because not all the time. Not in a relationship. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Like I'm gonna tell you this. Most men, not all men, but most men, we want sex. We think about it all the time. They say most women think about it all the time. But as far I'm a man, I don't really know. But as far as a man, like, I can get my dick sucked morning, noon, and night. Like, if you instigate, hey, I want to have oral sex with you. Yes.
Oral sex with you.
Like, I'm not trying to be so graphic and stuff like that. I gotta be politically correct with the terms. So if you want to have, yes. So if you want to instigate, yes.
Ebony said she's talking about for the first time.
Oh.
Ebony said she's talking about for the first time.
Let me talk about.
But it's true. But let me put a pin in that for a second, because before that, Angel said that's like saying you saying that porn makes guys weirdly, I don't even want to say aggressive, but just make guys, because porn is unrealistic, that make guys do unrealistic things in, like, bars and clubs. And she said that's like saying shooting games make people shoot people.
Now she about to make me get graphic. I didn't want to get graphic, Okay.
And we're gonna come right back to your comment, but go ahead. Speak your piece.
All right, so oh my God, I don't even like talking about this shit but it is what it is. Now,
nigga, we on a live show with a live audience.
Yeah,
talk about it.
Now she want me to get graphic and shit, like, expose the creeps. Now we got to expose the creeps.
We don't got no sponsors for this show, so
now
feel free.
Now, just imagine you, Andrew, going to Pornhub.com, trying to find the right video, end up on page 30. You finally find it.
Page 30.
So you finally found the right video, and you're watching this video, and people masturbate to these videos. So you masturbate and you come off of what you visually see on the screen, right? So when it's time for you to have sex or have a relationship with somebody, you cannot have sex with this person because your pleasure and you getting off is to you going to page 30 on Pornhub and picking the right video and you masturbating to it. Like, this is a scientific fact. Like, you can, if it messes up, porn messes up people's brains where they can't function and have a normal relationship with somebody. It's facts.
All right, so let me interject. I remember this being like a old church tactic that ministers and pastors and stuff would use to keep people from watching porn or whatever. They're like, and it can happen for certain people where you get desensitized because all the porn that you watch or whatever, to the point where you can't watch or that you can't have like relations with your wife or girlfriend or whatever. Like, so I remember that, like I said, as like an old church tactic or whatever. And I'm sure, just like anything, like I said, everything wears on you. So I'm sure that can happen. But I don't know the percentage. Like, I don't know how anybody, science or not, will be able to identify the percentage of people without taking like a sense, like not a census, like a poll. Like, you take a 1,000 people and then you ask them.
No, but it's a real thing though.
But that's still
not like a real thing in a small percentage. Like, if you masturbate and you come to whatever you're seeing on the screen, like when it comes down to actual real sex, like it will fuck you up.
You talking about personal experience?
No, I'm not talking about personal experience. Like, I'm talking about real experience.
But you can't.
Real experience with people. That's why.
But you being general. But you can't. But everybody.
No, I'm not being general. Like,
everybody don't work that way. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not being general though.
That's what I'm saying. So you're just saying for a segment of people, but that don't mean that that's the majority.
I'm not whipping out my phone on this one because we got to keep the conversation going.
I'm just saying.
Fact. Look it up on your own.
I agree with her as far as saying, like, just because you watch porn don't mean that you're gonna go into a club
I'm not
and
talking,
grab and be weird with people.
Like, I'm not talking about if I turn on a porno right now and we watch it. Of course, nothing gonna happen to us. Like, but nigga, if every time you come and you gotta come to you got to masturbate and you watching the porn. It's not like you're masturbating and you thinking about your head, in your head. That's totally different. But you're coming to what you're seeing on the video screen. Nigga,
Erica said, "Don't get graphic." So like,
yeah. So,
Ebony said she had to get headphones. Erica said, "Good idea." Angela said, "I think some men would prefer the women to take the lead even the first time." Ebony said, "Porn can mess up the brain if you overdo it, like just like anything. That's it. But that goes with anything. Like, but that's also to Angel's point. Like, just because you play Call of Duty all day don't mean that don't increase your chances of going to shoot somebody. Nah. The same way that watching porn, it could.
Porn different though. It's different. It's a different type of thing. Like, you're playing a video,
you're playing endorphins.
You're playing a video game. You having fun. Chemicals. It's different.
It's all chemical reaction in your brain though.
Like, you can play a video game, you're not really shooting somebody, but nigga, you you jacking off, like, you really coming.
You ain't really shooting.
you really shooting. Hey, but back to what your sister said about can a woman instigate sex for the first time? Yes, but
come on, Erica. Wait a minute.
I mean, Ebony.
Go ahead.
I meant to say Ebony.
I'm reading ahead, but go ahead.
Yes. But at the same time. It's been times, it's been times where, like, I was like, man, I don't, like, she may have been a great woman, but at that time in my life, I was like, man, she, like, first time we kicked it, she threw it at me, like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, first time we kicked it, I don't know.
Let me just ask for clarification. Eb, are you talking about in a relationship? Or if y'all dating or kicked it a couple times,
the first time
just the first time in a relationship, like actually in an actual relationship, or you talking about like just the first time when y'all hanging out or kicking it or whatever, like the first time when y'all go to each other's house or something.
Yeah, clarify.
Yeah, just let us know.
But back to the porn stuff. Hey, if you watch this show called Big Mouth. This is an episode where the dude was addicted to porn and shit.
Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons. It's my show.
That shit was funny.
Y'all should watch Big Mouth. Y'all don't. It's very funny.
That's a rare plug.
Yeah, right. So while Ebony clarifies, Andrew said, I think some men would prefer the women to take the lead even the first time. And Erica said, yeah, but sometimes that gets old. So this is what I want to clarify with Ebony. So are you talking about like in a relationship, like in your marriage or whatever, that you don't want to always be the initiator because it gets old? Or are you talking about every time it's the first time, like with different people, whatever? Erica, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about over there. Angel said I agree with you. So let me get clarification. But Chanel Blonde Baller, I don't know if that's your last name or not, but that's a sweet ass name. It's a sweet name. I like that. Chanel Blonde Baller said, I noticed the older I get, the type of porn I used to watch isn't always my first go-to anymore. I feel like the more and more I watch the certain type, the more what? I feel like the more and more I watch that certain type, the more and more it became boring. Then I found myself scrolling, looking for more and more. So I had to chill a little. I get that. Like, yeah, because you could be desensitized to, if it just start out like missionaries just your shit, right? And then the next thing you go to is like stepmom and stepson or something like that. And you go to I don't fucking know, whatever. Like you just keep getting more and more extreme. Mm-hmm. I can understand that. Like I can get that. Like that part I can understand. Like, but that's as far as like being intimate and being sexual, having sex or whatever. That has nothing to do with grabbing a chick arm in the club. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the connection it don't have for me.
Yeah, yeah. So, but that grabbing the arm in the club
because you being nosy. Stop. Erica, I ain't being nosy. I'm just trying. I just want clarification.
That shit gotta stop. Like, I mean,
that's all I'm saying is that part
really
is weird.
Treat women with respect. Like, but sometimes they be disrespectful. You can't treat some of them with respect.
Well, everybody should be until they show you otherwise, and then you adjust accordingly. So Ebony said, not the first time y'all kicked it. She said, I'm talking about in a relationship. Excuse me.
So, I mean, I know you old school, Ebony. So, like, do you wait to be in a relationship before you start?
I don't want to know this. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question.
Because I don't know, it's 2019. Like, most people, do that type of stuff before a relationship, so before they get in a relationship, 2019. Not every couple, because you still got, what's the football player, Tyler Lockett? He's still waiting for marriage.
Yeah, which is cool. Ebony J said, that's how addictions are formed. The more of what I think Byron is trying to say. That's how addictions are formed. And I agree with that. Like when you start, and she said to Chanel's defense, she said I had to chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going down the hole, for lack of a better term, because she was going down the track, or I don't know.
Wrong.
Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. The hole is the only way to say this. The further you go, like you can go to like a more downward spiral. Yeah. So she said that she had to pull herself back from it, which is true, because otherwise that is how addiction forms and stuff. But you got enough brain power or wherewithal to know, like, all right, this is too far. Like this is too much. Like I got to back off of it for a couple months or whatever and get back into it.
But how we started talking about that was because I think that contributes to niggas being creeps out here because they don't know how to approach a relationship or approach a woman. Like they approach it in like a porno fashion, like, hey, how you doing, whatever. Now we supposed to be fucking because we talk some corny shit.
I can understand that. I can understand it. Erica said, I don't like being the initiator all the time. Yeah, of course I can get boring. Like, but some people, like Erica, you married, so you had to notice that your guy is I don't know him at all, so I don't want to say timid, and I don't mean no disrespect, like, but or more like laid back or not the initiator or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
So you knew that, like you knew that. So don't get not mad at him, but you know what I'm saying? Like you know that ain't really him. So from time to time, if we did it, of course it'd be nice, like just to break it up sometimes. But you knew he wasn't like the initiator.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't actually. Let me take that back because maybe y'all didn't have sex before marriage. I don't know, but just his personality would kind of tell you that maybe he is a little not, pushy for it or whatever.
Yeah. But
I get what you're saying though.
Like you might be in a situation where she's always the instigator, like always wants it, or
I can't stand y'all, man.
Or she she wants you to ask her, but what if when you ask her, she keeps saying no? Then it's like, are you gonna keep instigating? Then it's like sometimes a woman does have to be the instigator because a nigga don't want to, like you don't want to have blue balls with her saying no, and it's like damn, like,
or just where. Like guys typically, and maybe not. I'm sure it's in times of stress, whatever. Guys are like, no, I'm cool, but 98% of the time, like no matter what's going on in the world, like niggas like, cool, like you know what I'm saying. You want to do whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying. So I think that's why I got, and I'm one away. Like I kind of chill. I'm not a super big initiator because women be going through so much shit, like with family and work and just life and pressure. And we all do. God, guys do it too. I'm not saying that. But women got to be more turned on or more like ready, I guess. So
you got to take out the trash, wash the dishes for 3 days straight.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to warm them up. You know what I'm saying? So where dudes like, oh, the wind blew, let's go. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we could right now. Like, that's cool.
Like you mentioned that you
thinking about it.
I'm ready.
Oh, babe, I'm about to take a shower. I'm right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or anything. Like, so that's one of the reasons why I'm more standoffish is because, like, I know at a moment's notice, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can go.
Hey, but there's
every time I wait till I'm in a relationship screaming. She said it's screaming. It's funny.
Like, there is a...
Khadija Thomas said, hey, cousin, I love this. You all right, nigga?
Yeah.
It's funny.
But hey, there is a time when, too much is too much for a guy. Like, of course we get it, we ready, but sometimes too much is too much.
So Ebony answered her own question. Ebony said, she said, I don't like to do... So tell me what y'all think while we waiting. Or I'm going to tell you while y'all listening or whatever. She said, Ebony said, I don't like dudes to initiate sex the first time. After that, it's fair game. So I'm a confirmation guy, like, right? Like I'm a guy. So even if I did initiate, I'm like, are you sure? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably, especially the first time, because everybody kind of, you should be. Like, nigga, you shouldn't be walking into it like, nigga, home run every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should walk into like, all right, we got to do some exploring. We got to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a new stadium. We got to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what kind of stadium this is, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, like, it should be, like, I'm a person, like, I got to, like, I want to clarify. We got to be super clear on, like, you sure? Cool. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am.
Like, it'd be like you still on that getting to know each other stage, and then
because the first time
going on some date, like the first dates, I don't expect nothing. Like, we about to go do something, eat some ice cream.
But she's talking about even in a relationship.
Go back to the house.
She's talking about even in a relationship. The first, but if you're in a, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know, it's a weird situation because if you're in a relationship, yeah. But the first time is always like maybe, like, you know what I'm saying, like
real talk, real talk. Like the only time the only time I was in a relationship and I had sex was once.
What? What?
Did I say that wrong? Yeah, I said it wrong.
I don't know.
Like the only time where I did say that wrong. because we smoking a cigar and shit, feeling great.
Okay.
But the only time I didn't have sex with the person before the relationship was once. So, yeah.
So who initiated it?
They did. Yeah.
I love when women take the lead. I love that shit.
Because you're more relaxed. Like, oh, I'm gonna get some pussy.
Which is shit. I mean,
so I mean, oh.
Angel said, send him a text midday and give him a little nudge to bring it that night. Help him help you, teamwork. That's true.
What?
Help him help you. Like, send him a text in the middle of the day, like, we getting it in tonight. Then nigga, oh. So right. You know what? I like that. So then nigga come home like, oh, we still on it. And it would seem to you mentally, you can prepare yourself like, oh, he initiated this, even though you sent the text. Like, nigga, he coming over. Like, nigga, we still on? Cool. Like, let's go. Let's start with that. Chanel said, y'all driving me crazy trying to be politically correct. This is the nitty and gritty. That's how our shows be, man. We be, but it's been, we've been out of the loop for a week.
Once you have, you got sponsors and shit for
charity events. We gotta chill a little bit. Yeah,
we chill out for a little. We had serious shows.
Yeah, we had, man. When we doing that charity event and stuff, like we had to be super on point, or whatever. So anyway, let me see. So we got a gang of comments to catch up on. So let me run through these. Ebony said, "Don't die, nigga." Ebony said, I had aggressive hood dudes to laid back dudes. I still have only had sex after it initiated. This is because I want to make sure it's more than just about sex. I agree you should do that before you get into a relationship, but some dudes will be tricky and they'll have you get into a relationship and then try to, like, they'll do all the relationship stuff just to have sex and then they'll be out. Or Minta, we got to come up with a name for her. Fee?
Chef.
Yeah, the chef. She said, right. Who wants to work, take care of kids, clean, etc., and have the energy to be a gymnast? Hilarious. Hey, whatever. Yeah, I mean, but if that's what you into, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some women are just naturally aggressive or just more like a take charge. It's all about different personalities, and I think that's where the difference come in. He said, if you want it, help me take care of the other stuff first. Help me to help you. I agree with that. That goes back to what Angel said. Like, the faster we can knock out all the stuff that has to be done, we can enjoy the fruits of being in a relationship. I agree with that. Erica said, y'all are not really like this. We are from the next Netflix and chill generation. Shit, I was born in the 90s.
Nah,
I was born in the 90s.
We ain't from the Netflix and chill. Like,
that's slightly, I mean, I'm almost 30. That's slightly underneath me.
Nah. Like, we from the
I was born in the 90s.
Like, yeah, from the 90s. Like, we going on dates.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a broke kid from the 90s. We in the Applebee's and the free museums.
Hey, see, that's like the museum is the most underrated date ever because it's a nice ass date. You go to one of the best museums in America.
Shout out to the land.
And after that, you can go get something to eat. So you basically had 2 dates in one, and it just seemed like y'all was kicking it together all
the whole day. Yeah,
the museum is really on some walking around, slow cuddling, talking.
So, what do you think about this? Let me pick your mind. It could be all good, and just like Ebony said, that's why she initiated because it's going down.
Because dudes up into the museum.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas be capping like
on the date, like
nigga. I know, like, oh, this shit is all a facade. I'm just doing it to smash. Like, just trying to smash out here.
Like going to the museum, that many times is similar to going to the same restaurant and you having the same waiter but a different date. Nigga, it's like
I don't want to comment on it. I don't want to comment on it because I've
you don't have your certain spots.
All right, I got to comment.
Look, if you pay for the date, like I'm going to somewhere, I think the food good. I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay double. So
I got to comment on it. Like I've been at a restaurant. I got us plays. Like at a restaurant, and I always like to sit in one section because I can see the door because I'm all about not being a target.
Like we talked about.
We talk about past shows. Watch our show. It's called Are You a Target? I like to sit by the door. I like this spot. I love this seat. And this waiter been working there for years, and that's his section. And I've took I've took my fair share of people there, and the look on his face is incredible. I'll just say that this nigga look like he a Mexican dude too, man. He just look like, you know what I'm saying? So
look on your face, be like, please don't
say nothing. Don't do to the point where like I just don't sit in that nigga section no more. She said sometimes you got to schedule sex.
I forgot about the part too.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
I mentioned the museum, but then we forgot about the park.
Angel already said, she said Metro Parks is her favorite. Angel said he did it at least 3 times. I mean, you know, so hey, you got to go to a spot where you know the food's gonna be good, and sometimes you gotta, you know.
Like, this was me.
Sometimes you gotta do it for yourself.
First date, we get some ice cream. I love ice cream, and ain't nothing to get you a double scoop.
Tony Montana?
Hey, did he bag at the end? Yes. Ice cream, double scoop. Nothing to pay for a double scoop. If you get a double scoop on the first date, I might not call you for a minute because you test me with the double scoop. You know.
Hey, Ebony hilarious.
But the second date, might be a museum. Or a park,
Metro Park's dope, but
I do museum and then we get something to eat or something. The third day might be the Metro Park. Now we romantic
on some sunset.
Like we're on walking around the park in nature.
Good.
You know, we get to the bridge. Or I'm giving away my spots. We go the bridge. It's like the one spot I used to go to. It's like a bridge over the water. You know, now that's gonna be the first. That's the first kiss spot.
They got it all planned out. Hilarious.
And I ain't really spend no money. But then it was the ones that I met, and they got a Jackson up out of me. That's $100 bill, right? Jackson, you on there?
Benjamin's the dollar.
Benjamin Franklin.
Jackson's like a 5 or 10 or something.
They got 20 of them motherfuckers out of me if it's a 5.
On a date?
No, not what. That was probably about 2-3 times we kicked it.
Total
within like a week.
Oh no, 100 on some dates. I don't trust women.
And I stopped talking to her. Like I stopped talking to her after the last. I'm like, damn. Like she had money in her thing that fucked me up. She had money in her purse. Never offered to buy nothing. But then I had to test her. I'm like, this place only I think it only took cash or some shit. I'm like, I don't got no cash, but I did though. I'm like, I don't got no cash. I only got my card. And then she pulled out a fresh like 50. But never try to pay for nothing. I've been paying. Like I had to stop talking to her. After
nope. Because women.
That was the one that when we went to IHOP.
Yeah. Women be finessing dudes. Younger women be finessing dudes out of food and shit. So I never. Nope. Hey, my all-time favorite story from one of my from my. I only got one big cousin, so anybody that's around, they know the story. Anybody that know. This nigga told me, he's like, I don't mind buying drinks because drinks could lead to something, right? He's like, but I don't buy food. I'm like, ever? Like, I don't buy food. So he told me that. And I'll never forget this. We was coming home one day when we lived together. And he was dropping me off, like, yeah, I'm about to go talk to this chick, blah, blah, blah. And we had some Taco Bell. So we like eating tacos on the way to the house. We get to the house. This nigga saved like this 2-inch worth of taco. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you want to throw that in the trash? Like, no. He's like, look, I'm about to save this. He's like, so when I get to her house and she get in the car, I'm going to be putting that last piece into my mouth. And then when she be like, oh, I'm hungry, like, well, I just ate. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ain't hungry. Like, I just ate.
Hey.
If that ain't the dopest shit ever.
It is.
Because women will finesse you out of a meal. Like, they'll finesse you out of a meal, man.
I took this one girl to
amazing,
movies.
By the way.
You know, I pay for the movies. I'm like, you already know how much popcorn and it's not everything in there costs and shit. So we in the movies and she was like, I want some popcorn. Yeah, I just sat there quiet. Like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, go get some popcorn. I stay right here.
You sit there in there?
Yeah, I stay. Like, she went and got the popcorn, paid for her shit, ate it. And then after, I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry because it was a Denny's like right across the street. We went to Denny's and she didn't eat shit. and I ate by myself. I'm like, oh, so if it wasn't no Denny's, if it was something fancy, then he would eat it. Like, no, you're not finessing me. Like, that's why me and these people, these dates never worked out because they try to finesse me on some shit. Like, I don't even. I mean, with her, I did know her a long time, but as far as the dating shit, I ain't know you. You try to finesse me.
Yeah, I don't.
And then she told me a story about how a nigga, he was like, he wanted to talk to her, and she was at a bar or some shit. He said, "I'll give you $100 to sit down and talk to me." And she sat her ass down, and I was like,
well,
yeah.
Except for me.
Yeah.
I hit there with a SpongeBob, my head on out.
Yeah. yeah.
Let me
see.
I
ain't make it.
Let me see. All right, so everybody's talking about what they like and on dates and stuff. So let me see. Emily said, "I love picnics." Yeah, we got to go on a picnic, man. Like, she been asking about going on a picnic forever, and we just never did it. We're going on a picnic. TV said, "I like anything but going to a restaurant." You like everything except for going to a restaurant? I mean, you be at restaurants all the time.
Unless you like, she could be one of those type of people that like to cook at home.
That's cool. You be at restaurants all the time. Maybe just seen that way. I don't know. Andrew said, "I like no big crowds." I'm with that. So Andrew down to do whatever as long as there ain't no big crowds around. Ebony said, "I love it, Byron. Ice cream cool on the first date. You might not her." I don't know what that means. You might not her. I don't know.
Yeah, she might like, you don't like ice cream? I can't even fuck with you. That's gonna let me know off rip. I can't fuck with you. Like
Andrew said, "You ain't bought a popcorn?"
No. I said, respond. Hell no.
Andrew said, "I think you enjoy who you date. You would pay. That goes for women and men. There shouldn't always be a man's place. I'm okay with paying too. Dope." This nigga Byron said, "Hell no." Auntie Fee said that. Oh, okay, I got you. So she said she always at restaurants. So she want to do anything but go to a restaurant.
Look, if you cook and everything, that's when you find out what be going on behind the scenes at some of your favorite restaurants. Like,
or even you just like, nigga, I'm just tired of going out. Like, I want to go do something that ain't just eating. Like, let's get ice cream and go to the park. Or let's go get ice cream and go putt-putting or something.
You feel like you can cook better than them.
Yeah, so I don't want to go to a restaurant. I'm with that. All right, but she did ask a question. She said, "So how do you initiate who pays and when?" That is a great question. How do you do it? You got a system before you got married?
When I went on these dates, well, like I said earlier, like, my system was a park, museum, like what's that pizza spot? It's like, it's been in Cleveland for like a long time. It's Cleveland bread. It's like downtown. Then they got one out in Euclid. I'll start with a D. It's like on Euclid, like right across the street from CSU. What's that spot?
Not Donato's. You said Cleveland.
Cleveland brand. Damn, what is that pizza spot? They've been around forever. It's like the 70s, 80s, maybe 60s. I don't know. What's that pizza spot called? I know they got one like on Euclid, like right by the Metro Park. I was about to say Kane Park and shit, but let's see.
I don't know. Think about it. Emily said, "Oh, ice cream is cool on the first day because you might not like her." You can tell a lot about people when they ice cream selections.
Yeah, because the conversation, like, you get to eat ice cream.
Rascal House?
And then, Rascal House.
And your mom was on top of it.
Yeah.
Big up your mom right now.
So, we went. So, like, little cheap shit like that. So, I had no problem paying. I never went. I met this girl, and we never went on a date. And it was probably because she said, "I want to go to XO's."
Nigga, what?
Like, I don't even know you.
Was that a response? That would have been a perfect.
I said it like.
Can you imagine meeting somebody like, "I want to go to Reds"?
Let me
like, bitch, I ain't never. What are you talking about?
First of all,
you crazy?
Like, I bagged her. I bagged her at Sharks.
And she want to go to XO?
Yeah, she worked at Sharks. Like,
if you going back to Sharks? What you mean? Nigga, you work at a hood seafood spot. You want to go to one of the top steakhouses in the city? You out your mind.
So I went over her house.
Out your mind. On the first date?
Went over her house on like the 4th, and it was 2-3 other niggas over there, and 3 other girls over there, but then there was this older woman over there who seemed like wasn't the mother, but it was like I don't know. She was teaching them something. So the other girls, I could tell, all the other girls had, these drug dealing niggas who had money, spending on them. And this older lady was talking about, I want to open up a barbershop. Had a girl like that, like some crazy dancing and cutting it, like some wild shit she said. So, girl, she poured me up a double again, and which was great. But they was trying to but you couldn't get no, I'm not that type of guy that you can that you gonna run game. Like I'm not. No, it didn't happen. Just the same XO girl. Like you're not
finessing me out of.
Like I was never. I've been finessed for that $100, and
that was it. That was.
And one time at drink at a club, I got finessed. I never got finessed after that. But that's partly because I had a lot of a lot of lady friends who tell me hella stories how they finesse niggas. So
that's true. That's true.
So I was not about to get finessed.
So how do you decide who's gonna pay for what? So the first date, do you pay the first date?
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, if it's ice cream or whatever.
Like if I'm courting you, yeah.
All right.
For the dates I went on, yeah.
All right. But what about date number 4?
Date number 4. If we on date number 4, that means we well established. We dating. I'd probably kiss you. We probably been hugged up. Something.
So you paying or not?
By that time. Now, probably. But look, I'm gonna tell you this story. Like I was with this girl. We were dating for a minute, and my birthday came around. Like, tell me why. Like, she didn't even want to pay for my birthday meal. I had
yeah.
She didn't want to pay for the birthday meal.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of that.
I even had a coupon for the shit to make it cheaper.
That's it. No, that's the end of that.
You didn't even want to pay the birthday meal. Like I never forgot.
I'm with you on that. So let me see. So first date. First actual date, I pay, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second day, I usually pay too, more times out of 9, I pay. Then the third date, I feel like it's more of a who asked who or whose thing was it, and that's just on the strength of saying cool, I want to hang out, but if you say saying let's go do this certain thing. Then you and I'm already 2 days in, you should be and you're saying let's go do this, or you're the initiator, then that's on you. Even at the least, you better be prepared to pay for it, even if I say, nah, I got it or whatever. But you should be prepared to pay for it. That's how I feel. And then when you start getting number 4 and stuff, like you said, it's a little bit more established. And then I think ePIFFany said it. She said, then you kind of play a game. Where you something I like to do is so we take both our bank cards and put it down and let the waitress pick a card, whatever card it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she don't know the names or nothing. She can't see it's a guy's name or a girl's name. Just pick a card. You know what I'm saying? By
that 4th date, we probably established by then,
right?
More because you could tell by that first date what it's gonna be. By that second date, you can really tell.
Right, and so if she said he paid or paid, but I always had mad money to pay my own if need be, which is great. Which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be prepared.
Right.
You're supposed to be prepared to do it.
Let's say because we get on that 4th, 5th date, and that whole time you never said, you know what, I could buy you a drink. Just buy me one drink.
Just to show me that you appreciate what I'm doing and you're not even able, but willing to reciprocate. Yeah. And even if I say, I got it, but you offered, you know what I'm saying, or at least you, and even if you cap, even if you fake me out, I was reaching for my purse. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do that and, you know what I'm saying, it's all a lie, at least give me, let me feel you're a part of this.
Exactly.
And it's not just me.
Because like we mentioned earlier in this in our 1 hour and 39 minutes we've been on, like a relationship isn't always 50-50 all the time. Sometimes you may, you gotta step up to the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
If you never step up to the plate ever, now and just buy me a $5 drink.
And this is early.
How you supposed to step up when the real shit happens?
Exactly.
Your mom
some comments. Your mom said double dutch is cool. Really? I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised that you said that. Just I don't want to say because of your age or nothing, but just like you grew up in a different time where I would think, and I could be wrong, I would think it would be more of like the guy is courting a girl, so he's paying for dates and stuff, and the whole whether it's car doors or whatever, like. But that's what I would think. I don't know. Ebony J said, to be honest, it depends on the dude. I think during the dating phase, I think he should pay, but I always offer to pay for something. And look, and as a guy, and I can speak for this. Sorry, I'm choking this spit. I almost killed myself. Just offer to pay for something. Like, just let me know that you are part of this, like, in some kind of capacity. Like I said, even if it's like, all right, I bought the movie tickets. You know what I'm saying? Movie tickets be taxing or whatever. But, like, all right, well, you got the movie, so I got the snacks. Or, let's just offer, just let us know that it can be reciprocated. That's all I ask for.
All right. Yeah, that's all we ask for. And, like, over my single life when I was dating, I spent too much money on dates. Like, so y'all better pay something.
Women are finesse, man. Really, Ebony says she thinks she went Dutch on a date. I don't think I ever had.
Never.
I don't think she didn't say the first date. She just said on a date. I don't think I ever had. It was like one way or the other. I don't think we actually ever split it a lot. I said that back. One time we did. Because it got to the point where it was like a situation where I felt like she was taking advantage. And so it's a classic story of, going to a restaurant and getting something sensible, whatever, or even something that you want, but then where they start like going overboard and I want this, and this, and this, and this is extra. Oh, well, like when you start doing that and I already feel like you're trying to take advantage, now I'm like, nigga. And so I paid for my food and I think I paid for her food for all of the extra stuff. So, and it wasn't even like nothing crazy, but I had to just prove a point. Like, so it was like, so all like, I think like, like sauces was there, like guacamole and stuff was extra, or queso or something. Like all the stuff that was like the extra stuff. I made her pay for it. She was mad. I paid for my meal and her meal. She was mad because she had to pay for dipping sauces. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. Like you gotta have to do something. Like, nigga, this shit just ain't free meals out here.
The only person who finesse me is my wife. Like, you can get away with getting double chicken and guac. That's it. That's the only person.
Yeah, but that's
you earn that. You earn that position,
nigga. I can't.
But on the first date, you trying to get double chicken and guac. Like, you paying at least $5 for that extra chicken and guac because now you being ungrateful.
Yeah, like
because women don't understand like paying double for some, like, as a single man, like you can live off like fast food and shit because you paying for one. Chipotle, eating out, whatever, you paying for one, but when you paying for two, shit change.
And then so that's true. I think that's a good point. But then it's like, so we, especially if you like the talking phase, like maybe you dating but not exclusively or whatever. So you're like, all right, so you go on a date with me, so you get this meal from me, and then you go talk to the next dude and get a meal, and that might not even be the case. But like, if you ain't willing to do nothing or to show any type of like you're able or capable or willing to do something more, like, now I feel like I'm being taken for granted. Nigga, she was really mad because she had to pay for dipping sauce. Yeah. I couldn't understand it.
It's really professional finessers on Tinder and Hinge, and they eat off niggas every day of the week.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Erica said, men used to bring me food to my job. First of all, that's dope.
What job is this? Was this at the Eagle?
Men used to bring food to my job, buy drinks.
She said men.
Yeah,
like men is plural.
Yeah, not man, right?
Like she a customer service. Like she good at customer service. I could see her finessing the takeout to the job.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so she said, whatever they. She said, men would bring food to my job, buy drink, lunches, whatever they would bring my whole group of friends something too.
Damn.
Good for you, Erica. Shit.
Hey, and I don't doubt it at all because Erica was pulling them.
Angel said, if I can't afford to get what I want, then I'm staying in. And I agree with that. And not even the case. Like, if you want to go get a meal, and even if it's the most expensive meal, go get a fucking meal. Like, but don't be like, oh, I want this, and this. And like, don't just be outrageous just for the sake because somebody else buying it or you anticipated somebody else buying it. Mm-hmm. Ebony J said, Byron, I know that's right. Wife can do it. Maybe. Wives be excessive too sometimes. And just I want guac, which is cool. Just pay for it. No, it's fine. Chanel said, she said, what if you know you're getting the buns? You paying for that extra chicken and guac? I'm just asking.
Like, niggas that got the buns for free.
That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas, I done got the buns for less. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be, all I can speak for myself. In order to get the extra stuff where I don't mind, no, like, cause it ain't about that. Not for me.
If I'm taking on a date, that means I like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So not for me. So if I'm going on a date, that means I see some kind of potential in you about something, right? So, because otherwise it would be a one night stand or just like just holler at you on the weekend or whatever.
It would be nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I'm actually going on a date with you, I mean, I see some kind of future, even if it ain't marriage necessarily. Like I see something with you, and if you show me that you're just going to be a terrible partner, then I personally. It don't matter how nice the buns are. I personally can't rock with it. And extra chicken. I don't care. I don't care what it is. You like, nigga, I want an extra scoop of ice cream.
Push it. I don't even get double scoops.
That's funny. Everybody said I had a dude buying all the drinks and paying the bill for everyone. I don't be with that. When he might do, he can do it sometimes, but not all the time.
Hey, you know what? Sorry, this bitch. When it's been times where I, went out with a girl and her friends was there, and she wanted me to buy them drinks. I bought her a drink, and then she's like, "Yeah, buy my friends a drink." This was exactly my reaction. Didn't say nothing. I just looked. Like, oh, fucking with me, like, no. I'm not like no, like that's I know the games how they're played. Like I had like real friends that's married out here now, and it's funny to me because I know how they were before they was married. Like they had a different nigga paying every bill.
That's what
they're paying car bill, light bill, gas bill, like rent, like a different nigga for every bill. Like this is crazy. It's ridiculous to me.
Everybody said, y'all better go to Moe's and get the home record. Comes with guac. Shout out to I can't shout them out, but I love that place.
You was about to say shout out to
yeah, I can't. I love that place. It's one of my favorite spots.
I've been there.
I said it's cold pumping gas. Hey, yes, it is. Sometimes it's cold.
Hey, so recently,
sometimes it's cold.
I was on crutches and shit, and my wife don't ever pump the gas, but the one time she did, and she forgot to put the gas cap back on. So I'm sitting there.
That's because women be.
So dude walk up and like, hey, you forgot to put your gas cap on. I'm sitting there and he looking at me. I'm like, nigga, don't look at me like I see these fucking crutches here, nigga. I can't walk. Like, don't be looking at like just that he had that look. Like that's what we talked about earlier. How nigga like, oh, your nigga ain't pumping gas for you.
Like, yeah, that nigga ain't shit for real. He ain't pumping no gas for you.
You ain't have your gas cap on.
Yeah,
come on,
man.
Do better than that. Like nigga, like it's an alpha male thing that y'all don't understand. Like
it's all it'll all be game, man. There's so much stuff I want to dive into personally, but I won't do it. Like, cause the game. It's all a game. It's all a game. Your wife said in her defense she had been drinking.
Yeah. Where did we go? It was probably somewhere good. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I kind of remember, but I was drinking also.
Ebony said, she said, I ain't never asked to do to pay. I never asked to do to buy my friends a drink. If you do, that's cool, but I ain't asking. And she said that it's cool for her husband to do it every once in a while, but not all the time. Like that I can respect and understand.
Like buy her friends drinks.
I got to buy.
He been knowing them for a minute. All right, yeah, they might be cool. He might think they cool. All right, get some drinks and party, kick it. But
right.
if I'm just meeting you, we on the first, second date, or I just met you at the club and I'm buying your friends. I'm like officially call me a clown for the night.
That's funny.
Never have happened like the time that I got finesse out the drink. I never bought a drink for a random ever again.
I never got a finesse out of a drink.
I got finesse.
I never did.
But I never got finesse by a random ever again. Like never. Like it. But after that, I was getting bought drinks.
I don't think I ever. Nobody I wasn't already talking to. I don't think I ever in a bar or club situation bought no women no drink.
Listen, fellas, if y'all watching, we know y'all watching because 50% of fellas watch the show. If y'all watching and a young lady say, can you buy me a drink? Just respond and say, you should be buying me a drink. That's all you gotta say. You will be getting drinks bought for you.
I'll take your word for it, because
you should be buying me a drink. Shit.
All right.
I told my wife that one time. She ain't believe that it happened or it has worked.
Did you tell her? Did she buy you a drink when you told her that?
Yes, it was some fruity shot, but I didn't buy it.
I don't like that.
I think it was fruity. It might have actually been called Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles, some shit like that.
I guess I don't believe that. She said, "Don't believe that. Don't believe that."
All right.
I mean,
all right. I'm not. I can't go out here and show and prove no more. Those days is over. But I could just talk about things in the past.
I think I've seen that shit on a movie before.
No, this was not a movie.
I just. Hey, if I said Negro, you better buy me a drink.
That's because you're my mother. But I'm telling you, you're in the club.
I just don't think I ever did it, man.
Huh?
I don't think I ever. Never one time.
I'm not gonna go to the It's just a waste of my time and energy. But yeah. Like my wife said, I don't got it no more. Yeah, I don't. You're right. I don't got it no more.
Let me see. So Ebony said, "Don't listen to that. I ain't asking or buying no drink unless you my man." I don't know. This is from.
Yeah, this is they out here. They got it. But they got it in their pocket. They don't want to spend it because it's been numerous times.
I agree with that. I think they. I know for a fact.
Niggas love buying a drink.
Of course.
When has a woman? You should be buying me a drink.
Women don't come up. That's true. Women don't come up and be like,
if they like you or whatever, but first they're trying to see if you a simp, a simple nigga that's gonna buy them a drink and they don't even know him. This is the friends that I know and they would be running that game, but man, they taught me everything I know. So I never finesse was not in my pedigree because they taught me about what niggas be doing out here and they be laughing behind y'all back when y'all paying a gas bill,
walked away.
Different niggas for a different type of bill.
So let me see. So Chanel said, "What's our definition of a regular date and a freak date? What is a freak date? A freak? Oh, as in hey, look. In my past,
I ain't reading comments right now.
I'm talking
crazy.
In my past, look. As far as a freak, look. I never going into a date situation or going to hang. I never go in there expecting nothing, right? That's just me personally. I never go expecting anything, but I'm always prepared for anything. You know what I'm saying? So I done had experiences where I'm expecting nothing, but everything happened, and then I'm expecting nothing and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So to answer your question, I approach them the same way. Like because I don't go expecting nothing from nobody, but I'm always prepared for if anything happens.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, that first date. I mean, we're not really like we doubt it's not gonna happen on the first date. Like
shit.
No. Mentally, it's like okay.
Oh, mentally, yeah.
The first date, but something could happen depending on like how the date go, or whatever.
Shit happens from the first date.
But like. Yeah, like I'm really trying to like remember because
let's see. Erica said you turned in your player card.
Yeah,
she said this ain't TV. Who goes up to a random and asks them to buy you a drink?
No, that's not how
women do it all the time. Women go up to random people all the time and ask them about.
I'm not saying I go up to a woman and say buy me a drink. Hell no, like. I'm at the bar waiting on my drink. You might start a conversation with a young lady, and they say, buy me a drink. I'm like, no, you should buy me a drink.
I think.
Can I get?
Now look, I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but I think it's all about the way you said it the first time is different than how you just said it.
Yeah, because I said it extra smooth.
So I think it's all context. It's just like when you send a text message and no context, so people don't know. Yeah. People can take it good or bad. When you be like, damn, like you should be buying me a drink, like blah, blah,
the way I said it was like, yeah, you can buy, like, no, that won't happen, but situation that was posed.
Your mom said how she's not in a dating game no more. However, a gentleman should offer to pay for my drink.
No, but if you if she never asked for a drink and I offer to pay for a drink,
that's different. That's different.
But if you outright ask me buy you a drink, then I'm gonna flip the script on you, and you gonna buy me a drink.
Auntie Phil, you've been cut for a long time, but women ask all the time. Look, and not even ask me technically, but now that I work at a bar, nigga, I'm watching like.
And they say I got to go to the bathroom. You're never gonna see him for the rest of the night. Well, you gonna see him for the rest of. You gonna see him
talking to other people.
Not gonna, like they ain't act like they ain't never heard of you, never seen you. Nothing.
That's funny. Randoms ask for drinks and stuff all the time, man. I promise they do. But yeah, so how do you approach traditional dates or first dates with people compared to
Yeah, I did want to speak on that. Like, first of all, I don't know what's a freak date is. Like, it's a thing.
It's we know why we here. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not
Marshawn Lynch.
That's not a date. It's like
it can be because it can be though. It could be set up as a date, like with the same channels. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chill, we're gonna watch a movie, we're gonna go
like that's like chill and watch a movie at home, because that's different.
But that's what I'm saying. So nigga, grabbing fast food and going back to somebody's house to watch movies, nigga, that's set up like a date. But that's right. Because we know why we here. Y'all know why I'm here.
But like
y'all make me remember my younger days. Is hilarious, by the way.
Now look, if she come over your house or you go over her house, like you said, it's like, you know why I'm here. Like,
you know why I'm here.
But if you're going on a date, that's different. If you're going on like a real traditional date, that's different. Like, okay, like you might have some interest in you.
So she just said, but right.
later on down the line, you did the what's that? Damn, what's the show with Scooby and shit? What's that shit called?
Scooby Doo, nigga.
The show is called Scooby Doo.
Yeah, Scooby Doo the Mysteries or some shit.
Yeah, Scooby Doo Mysteries. And they take the nigga
take the mask off.
Like, hey, this is who you really are. Like you try to play like you was a good girl, and you're not.
But that's what I'm saying. So right. So, but if you know, or let's say hypothetically, you know it's gonna be a traditional date versus and it's gonna be a freak date, as she called it. Like, I've never heard that term before, but I want to use it all the time now. A freak date. I like that.
You talked to your friend. Oh, you went on a date last night. Was it a traditional date
or a freak date? I've never heard that before. I'm about to use that all the time now. Man. All the time. I love it. So is your approach different, is what I'm asking? Because my approach is not different. I go into each date ready for whatever, not expecting nothing. One way or the other. I'm not expecting it to go good. Oh, I think I said that bad. I'm expecting it to go well. But I'm not expecting like at the end of the night we're gonna smash. I'm not expecting to go
traditional day. Yeah, for me. Yeah.
For either, I approach both of them the exact same way.
But as far as a freak date, it's different because you might be talking on the person on this phone. You know, y'all getting like, yeah, you should come over kick it with me. Yeah, that's not a date. Like, to my eyes, that's what you can call a free date technically. And then they,
I just love the term. Like, I want to see how many times we can say free date in the show.
You know, they coming over your house or you going over their house or whatever. I mean, that's not really a date to me. That's what it is.
All right. Well, so your approach is different. I'm with that. All right. So let me see. So Ebony said that's right. Right. That part. He said, "Well, I've never asked. However, I still get offers," which is true. And well, you're unable to accept it this time. Ebony said, "Really?" She said, "When me and my girls go out, we prepared to buy what we want, and if someone offers, that's cool. We're not talking about y'all not being prepared, because of course guys can say no too, but that don't mean that. But she's talking about Tiffany said just about asking random people to buy, and it happens all the time. I promise you. Your mom said women are no different than men. It's all game. Period. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Guys scheme and mentally whatever to get what they want, and women get free meals and free drinks. It's just what it is. Emily said, buying me a drink doesn't mean you own me for the night. She said, but I don't play the dude. I just be like, thanks for the drink, and walk away. And my girls would pull me away. So that's all. It comes back to the game. And nigga, we already know what it is. Like, nigga, after you buy me the drink, just come grab me and say, we got an emergency over in the corner or some shit. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's funny.
I got to go to the bathroom is like number one.
We all got to go to the bathroom at the same time. Come pull me away. Tiffany said, I think you should let it be known what your intentions are on the first date. I agree with that. We're especially now, we're all adults. Like, what's the point? Like, what game are we playing? Why are we doing this? We know why we're here. Angel, Ebony said, Angel, get dressed for a freak date. Nigga, I just love the term. It's the best slang I've heard in a long time. It's the best slang I heard, like the best new slang. I love it.
In that situation, is you know why I'm here. Like,
you know why I'm here.
Like y'all gonna chill, act regular. No touch, like don't be all up on them. Just chill, you know. And then you just then it's like ready to go to the bedroom.
Yeah. I won't tell the story on air. I'll tell anybody who want to know off air though. It's a funny story and it's similar. So Chanel said, I always go with money in my pocket just in case a guy asks flippity dippity at any point during the night. At least have Uber fare to leave if it goes sour. If I think it's going down, I have a sitter for the night. We drinking and clowning. We're about to get grown. Get grown. I love that. He said, please, free is free. Don't be a snitch. I mean, it's still game though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I agree. Like, but that's a double standard because guys don't get that offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just so? Like, is it not ladylike to offer a drink? Or even I think like a post or something like somebody's talking about like how women approach guys and ask them to dance or to go out on a date or I like you and live in a bar, but Uber fare or whatever. Chanel said being home by a certain time is a regular date. Stand out or a night is different. It's different. That's
yeah, she got her.
She said she got a sitter for the night.
Her night. What'd you call that? Night bag. Yeah. Stay the night. What they call that shit?
Not sleeper. What's it called? I can't do what it's called.
They're getting big ass purses
with extra panties and all type of freshen up stuff in the bag. Yeah, women be on it. My mom said she bought guys drink before. I'm not saying that it never happens. I don't want y'all to like we're not being specific. Like just generally, it just don't happen.
Hey,
overnight bag. That's right. Look at y'all. Why y'all so?
Yeah,
why y'all so on it? Yeah. Hey. Every and feel like, overnight bag. That's what it is. I was just looking for. That's the word. Why y'all so?
Hey, so yeah, it's been 2 hours. 2 hours. You know, I am about 2 hours. Like when it's time to clock out, ready to clock out.
Man. So we had a hell of a range tonight of stuff, and We talked about what I want to talk about is guys be creeps and grabbing women all the time, and I just personally think it's weird. And I think it's something that as guys we don't see it all the time because when you go out with your friends, you just be like, oh man, like I see you over there working or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like when you not in there, like or when you just watching you on the outside looking in, you be like, nigga, why you keep touching her? Like stop touching this girl. Like just talk to her. Why you touching her?
Creeps is like you making me feel uncomfortable.
That exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
niggas just being creeps. Like we said, like just have a regular conversation. Don't touch nobody.
Yeah, like you can talk to people without touching them.
Yeah.
That's all. If you're a guy watching this, he gave advice earlier that none of the women seem to agree with about you know what I'm saying about you should be buying me a drink or whatever.
Nah, like
I'm not saying what you said is wrong. I'm saying that the girls did not agree. But I promise you this time that they will agree. Like stop fucking touching them. Like go and have a conversation without touching them.
Yeah.
And then because you come over all aggressive and touching people, like then maybe it might turn them on, maybe some of them dependent, but I'm assuming for the majority you turn them off and then you really ain't going nowhere. So
women are aggressive too. So don't, like when I'm walking I'm not.
Yeah, women stop touching people too.
When somebody walking through the club, just don't grab them and just start twerking on them and expect them to stay there and to the song over with.
Yeah. Just get off of me.
I'm just trying to walk through. Like I got my drink in my hand. You done made me spill my whole cup.
That's funny.
So I'd have been snatched. Like my arm literally came out the socket. I was snatched so hard.
I'm just saying. And then if he said right, still might have one if a role playing. I don't know what you're talking about. And Ebony agreed. Oh, I got you. Hilarious. All right, y'all married, so whatever. I can accept it, family or not. Anyway, I appreciate y'all joining us on this wide range topics, man. But we gotta get out here. It's been 2 hours already overnight.
7 minutes to count.
Y'all hilarious, man. Ebony said, I'm just trying to walk through. Y'all be discussing. I'm telling you all about it at Thanksgiving. While we in the middle of games, I'm just gonna bring up overnight bags.
But that dude y'all like, y'all just walking through it. Y'all put a little extra on it.
Y'all know what y'all be doing. Women crafty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all learned it from y'all moms and grandmas, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
That's how
y'all play the game too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate y'all as always. It's always a great conversation. We missed last week. But hopefully we get back on schedule and have some more of these fun shows where we're just talking to different comments and y'all throwing out the questions and stuff, and we all just sit back and have a good time. Even if every once in a while you gotta grab some headphones because the conversation get wild and y'all got kids. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies. We got hoodies. If you need hoodies, let us know.
We got different colors
and all that good stuff.
Different sizes.
So, and if you want to order something special that we don't got posted, let us know. We'll order, we'll get it out to you. But I appreciate y'all as always for stopping by. I hope y'all have a good night, have a good week. Hopefully y'all join us next Sunday, man, and have some more fun conversations. There's some stuff we was thinking about.
Same location, same new, mic stand. I didn't notice. And remember, to always on your own.
Oh yeah, nigga, stop stealing my catchphrase, man. People be telling me like, oh, he said the salute to the city. I'm just saying. I will post a link to the hoodies, Erica. Don't worry, or just message or whatever. We can get it out to you.
It really ain't no link. Just message.
Yeah, just let us know. Yeah,
send us the money and we'll send.
We'll send you the hoodie.
We'll send the merch.
Drop it off to you whatever you need. But
we drop it off faster than Amazon. Shit.
Amazon's pretty good though. Anyway. No shout out to them. But like I said, have a good week, man. Stay safe out there. Hopefully y'all join us next week. And as always, super salute to the city.
On your own.
I mean, you can own your own if you want to.
But
you can own your own if you want to. But as long as you salute to the city, everything. On your own, man. We out of here. Y'all have a good week.
Thanks for the support.
Out of here.